Hello students, welcome back to SST class of 6th standard. In previous videos, the topic we have discussed till now, number 1, to know about the Mesopotamian civilization, number 2, sources of information, number 3, chief features of the Mesopotamian civilization. In chief features, we have already discussed cities, society, the king and his government, religion, means of livelihood, trade and commerce, art and architecture, writing, science, and other achievements. Today we will discuss the next objectives of the lesson. They are Hammurabi's Code of Law and decline of the Mesopotamian civilization. But before we start this topic, let's recall the cross questions related to the last video. Number 1. Who introduced the system of writing? Number 2. When did the Mesopotamians introduce system of writing? Number 3. What does the word cuneiform means? Number 4. What kind of material was used by Sumerians to write? Number 5. Name the people who adopted the system of writing of the Mesopotamians. Number 6. Who introduced lunar calendar? Number 7. What measure of weight used during Mesopotamian civilization? Number 8. Who appointed the first wheel vicar? And last, number 9. Who were the first to discover copper and bronze? Now students, first we will discuss the important terms related to this topic. Number 1. Stela means an upright stone slab bearing commemorative inscription. Here inscription means engraved writing. Number 2. Swearity means harsh. Students, open your page number 31 of your book. Now we are going to discuss Hammurabi's Code of Law. But before we start this topic, I would like to discuss important points related to it. The first point of Hammurabi's Code of Law is Hammurabi was the 6th king of Babylon. Number 2. He ruled for 42 years from 1792 to 1750 BC. Number 3. He was famous for his code of law. Number 4. These laws were 282 in number and carved on an upright stone pillar. Number 5. The code's goal was to bring justice, fair treatment of people to the people of his empire. And number 6. Punishment was based on the principle of an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. Let's start reading Hammurabi's Code of Law. The first code of law in history was compiled by Hammurabi, the king of Babylon. Hammurabi ruled for 42 years from 1792 to 1750 BC. He is credited to have united Mesopotamia and established a centralized government. Now student, underline the word established means build. Underline the word government and write down the meaning. Group of people who working together to run a government. Next, the law code is known as the Code of Hammurabi. It is carved on a 7.5 feet high stone stela slab and various clay tablets at Susa in Iran. Students, Susa was an ancient city of Iran. Now, mark the word carved means design. And next, underline the word stela. Student, the meaning of stela we have already discussed in key terms means an upright stone slab bearing commemorative inscription. And underline the word clay tablets means less flat surface made of clay which is used to write. Next, it contains 282 legal provisions concerning family, civil, criminal, trade and commerce, disputes, etc. Here, provision means provide. Civil means it's related with ordinary citizen. And criminal means a person who has committed a crime. And dispute means conflicts. Through his code of law, Hammurabi strengthened the position of the king. He appointed judges to try cases and give scaled punishment according to the severity of, the offense. Now student, underline the word strengthened means make stronger. Then mark the word severity means harsh. And then offense means crime. Now student, here the questions rises. Who was Hammurabi? Number 2. Who wrote Hammurabi's code? Number 3. How many laws are there in the code of Hammurabi? And number 4. What types of laws were included in the code? Next, punishment was based on the principle of an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. Death penalties were quite common. Student, here the meaning of an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth means if a man destroy an eye of another man, they shall destroy his eye. Or if one break a man's bone, they shall break his bone. Here, underline the word penalties means punishment. Students, see this picture. This is the picture of Hammurabi, who was famous for his code of law. Next, we will discuss more to know the Akkadian Empire. The Akkadian Empire was founded by King Sargon I, who ruled from 2234 to 2279 BC. Student, here the question rises, who was the founder of Akkadian Empire? And the answer is Sargon I. The empire consisted of the entire area of land between the Mediterranean Sea and the Persian Gulf. Most of the Sumerian cities came under the Akkadian Empire. Now student, mark the word entire means full. Here Gulf means water body surrounded by land on 3 sides. Next, King Sargon I believed that a king must be succeeded by his sons and not by the rich people of the state. He appointed administrators to look after his vast empire. Now student, underline the word succeeded means successful. Then mark the word administrators means chief executives like managers, ministers, and vast means big. The Akkadian Empire was destroyed by the barbarians. Student, barbarians were the uncivilized people originated in ancient Greece. It was restored by the ruler of the city of Ur in about 2298 BC. The whole empire was finally conquered by the Babylonians in 2200 BC. Now student, mark the word restore means re-established and conquered means win. Students, see this picture. This is the picture of Sargon I, who was the founder of Akkadian Empire. Next we will discuss decline of the Mesopotamian civilization. But before we start this topic, I would like to discuss important points related to it. The first point of decline of the Mesopotamian civilization is the Sumerian cities were first conquered by King Sargon I, who ruled 2279 BC. Number 2, after Sargon I, it was ruled by Babylonians. Number 3, the kingdom of Babylon developed under Hammurabi and Nebuchadnezzar II. Number 4, after Babylonians, it was captured by Persian. Number 5, in 331 BC, Alexander the Great conquered Babylon. Number 6, Babylon finally destroyed when Seleucus Nicator, the general of Alexander, founded Seleucia was as a new capital. And last, people started migrating to Seleucia and the silting of rivers fall down of the Mesopotamian civilization. Let's start reading. Decline of the Mesopotamian civilization. Here decline means fall off. The Sumerian cities were first conquered by, conquered means win, King Sargon I, who ruled till 2279 BC. The Babylonians finally gained control over the Sumerian state by 2200 BC. Next, the kingdom of Babylon flourished under Hammurabi and Nebuchadnezzar II. In 539 BC, the Persian invaders captured Babylon and it became a part of the Persian Empire. In 331 BC, Alexander the Great of Macedonia conquered Babylon and made it his capital. Now student, underline the word flourished means developed. Underline the word invaders means attacker. Student, Macedonia is a country of Europe and here conquered means win. Students, this is the picture of Nebuchadnezzar II, who was great king of Babylon. And second picture we have Alexander the Great. Let's start reading. Babylon finally fell to ruins. Ruins means destroy. When Seleucus Nicator, one of the Alexander's general, founded Seleucia as a new capital. People started migrating to Seleucia and the silting of the rivers led to the collapse of the Mesopotamian civilization. Now student, mark the word migrating means movement from one place to another. And here collapse means fall down. And silting means blocked with silt. Students, this is the picture of Seleucus Nicator, who was the general of Alexander the Great. Now students, come on page number 32, timeline. Now we will discuss timelines related with this chapter. The first timeline is 5000 BC. People from adjoining desert began to settle in the fertile land between the river Tigris and Euphrates. Number 2, 3500 BC. The Sumer Empire came into prominence. Number 3, 2234 to 2279 BC. This is the time period of King Sargon I. Number 4, 1792 to 1750 BC. It is the time period of rule of Hammurabi. And number 5, 331 BC. It was the time period of Alexander the Great captured Babylon. Now students, today we have completed this chapter. Your homework for today is read the lesson that we did plus do exercises 1, 2, 3, 4 on page number 32 and 33 on your book. Thank you.